Hello guys, it's Blackrat from 287 and welcome to the channel. So today we're going to continue the CD about the Sx16 top 10 combos, and today we're going to talk about infantry ones. So we're going to analyze the list of Roe Handbook, who's an app made by players. So they actually do really great combos ranking. So we're going to check who's the heroes who's going to be there and how they combine. So let's jump on the top 10. And top 10 we have Arslan, Clovis, Healer. So of course Arslan, as you guys probably know, is one of the best heroes on the game. He's really strong. He do counterattacks, he tank a lot, and he do big damage. That's the most important on him, is that he do really incredible damages. So we pair him with Healer, because Healer, of course, as her name says, she's going to be healing. And the most important is one skill who's going to make really be Arslan be even stronger, is that she's going to heal the front row depending the damage the front row is going to be doing. So Arslan do big damages, so he's going to be healing really a lot. That's why Healer is really great with him, because of this. So of course we have then Clovis. Clovis is a support, he do healing, and he's not a really here that you're gonna see much, but I guess he's gonna be here to replace one of the combos that you guys already know, probably, if you don't have that hero, because Clovis is not that great, but he do heal and he do more damage depending the number of skills of your legion. So if your legion do a lot of skills, he's gonna increase more his damage. So it's gonna work perfectly with Arslan, because Arslan do a lot of skills. So obviously, more skills Arslan do, more damage Clovis is gonna do. So it's gonna be interesting. But you will see, guys, that Clovis is really not the best at this spot. But it's still gonna be the kind of replacement if you are missing the heroes that you're gonna see further. So let's jump on the top 9. And top 9 we have Archer, Skanda, and Fortunateller. So Fortunateller, not a hero that you really see, because it's not a really great hero. Skanda and Archer. So Archer, of course, it's a paid hero. He's super expensive hero, and he's really strong. He do really a lot of damages, and he also tanks a lot. So he's really a perfect front row hero. Then you have Skanda. Skanda is a kind of support. He do a little bit of damage, but the main role here, I think, it's gonna be to heal the Archer. And Fortunateller, I guess she's here because I know that she have a skill who makes her make more damages with more skills on your legion. More damage she's gonna do, a little bit like Clovis, the same way actually. So she's gonna do more damage because Archer also casts a lot of skills. So it's going to make her increase her damage. I don't see another special connection between the heroes, actually. But the problem is that I don't have Archer, so I can't really try this. So I don't really know. But I guess that Archer is just very versatile and is going to work with a lot of things. So, but I don't think it's the best legion to use Archer, for sure. So let's not lose time with this legion and go to the top 8, sorry. So top 8 we have Arslan, Bleeding Steed, and Scarlet. So Arslan works really well with Scarlet, because Scarlet is a damage hero. But the thing who makes her really be good with Arslan is that Arslan make burn the enemy, and Fortunateller and Scarlet also make the enemy burn. But she have a skill, which is the most important here, who's going to make the connection with Arslan, is that she increase the skill damage on burning targets. So she's going to increase the damage on burning targets, but for all the legion means that she's going to increase the skill damage of Arslan on the burning targets. So it's going to make Arslan do even more damage on those burning targets, which is going to be perfect. So they really pair together because of this, because she's gonna, of course, she's gonna do great damage also. She's good damage dealer. But the most important is this. She increased the skill damage on Arslan on burning targets. And since the two apply burning, so it's a high chance that the legions that you're gonna hit gonna be burning. So that's why they pair together. Then you have Bleeding Steed on the middle. So Bleeding Steed is, I think, one of the most versatile hero and one of the strongest supports in the game, because he's really super strong. He increased the damage, he heals, and he applied Confusion, who's really strong statue. So he's just there because he's just strong. He's gonna be doing his job. He's gonna heal and increase the damage of the two. So it's gonna be really great. But you will see that he's gonna be paired with a lot of heroes. He works with a lot of legions. So good legion here. So let's jump on top 7. And now we have Hellfire, Bleeding Steed, and Archer. So I don't see a special connection between the heroes here. It's a kind of really defensive legion because Hellfire don't really do damage. Bleeding Steed also. Hellfire gonna be here just to be the tank because he heal, and when he is with Footman, because you know that when he is in a different type of troops, he's gonna have different skills. So with Infantry, he's gonna be more tanky. So he's gonna tank a lot, heal, and boost the damage, of course, for Archer, because Archer is the only one hero who's gonna really do damage on this legion. So then you have Bleeding, who's gonna be doing also heal and Confusion and also boosting the Archer. So that's basically how this legion gonna work. But also, I don't think it's the best way to put Archer. So let's go top 6. And top 6, it's actually the same legion, but with the Hunk replacing the Hellfire. So there's no also special connection, I guess, between the heroes. It's just that Hunk is a really strong front row hero, and he also pairs with a lot of combos actually, but is especially a little bit better with mixed heroes. But he's gonna be doing his job to tank and to the evasion also, was really great, so he can evade some damage. So nothing to say about this legion actually. And now let's see the top 5. And top 5 we have actually exactly the same as the top 7. So I don't understand why they put the two legions just differently set here. I don't really understand. I guess maybe the two are working differently. I don't see how. Okay, you put the Archer in the front row, who's actually more logical because he's tanking, and Hellfire on the middle, and Bleeding on the back. Well, Bleeding you can play it in any roles. So it's kind of weird. I don't understand, to be honest, but I'm not gonna lose a lot of time with these legions because already people don't have much Archer, and Archer, it's not his best way to be used. He have really better combos than this, so well, yeah, I don't understand why exactly they put this here since it's the same, but I guess they probably work like one type gonna be working better against a type of legions, probably, I don't know. So let's go on the top 4. And top 4, it's gonna be Archer, Skanda, Bleeding Steed. So here, I guess they just wanted to put Skanda and Bleeding for the healing, to heal the Archer. But it's actually the same legion as the top 5, but we replace Skanda by Hellfire, but it's the same. There's no special connection between the heroes. It's just you put good heroes with Archer, and I guess it's just working. I guess it's just that. So I guess they tested and they got good results, but I don't see especially why this legion will be so strong. But I guess it's all about Archer. Archer is really strong. So let's now go for the top 3. And top 3 we have Arslan, Bleeding Steed, and Healer. So Arslan Healer, you know the typo, you know how it works, I already said. And then you have Bleeding Steed. So it's the same legion as we had in the top 10. With Clovis, but you replace Bleeding Steed instead of Clovis, because Bleeding Steed is just way better support than Clovis, and he's just way better hero than him. So basically, that's why he's here. It's not really complicated. There's no relationship with the heroes, a special connection with Bleeding Steed, because Bleeding Steed actually works with a lot of heroes. There's no need special connection between the heroes. So super strong legion. It's really a good legion. It's a kind of more defensive and healing legion. So let's go now top 2. In top 2 we have Archer, Bleeding Steed and Cleopatra. So Archer doing the same job. And then you have Bleeding Steed and Cleopatra. So Bleeding Steed Cleopatra works really well because both of them have Confusion, and Confusion is really a strong statue because the enemy gonna be hitting each other with his skills because he's gonna get confused. So of course Bleeding also have the heal and increase the damage of Archer, who's gonna be make Archer really strong. And of course all the buffs from Cleopatra are extremely great. She's one of the best supports of the game. So this Legion is quite really strong and probably gonna be extremely good against those full damage Legions. So really nice Legion here. So now let's go to top 1. And top 1 we have, not a surprise, it's Arslan, Scarlet and Healer. So those heroes have a special connection between all together, so that's why it's gonna make this really strong. Actually not all together because Healer and Scarlet don't have a special connection, but they have a special connection with Arslan, who's gonna make Arslan be huge and really strong. So of course Healer, as we say, actually let's start with Scarlet to explain this. So Scarlet, the thing that it's good is that she burn and she increased the skill damage on burns Legions. And Arslan of course also applied burning, so means that there's a lot of chances that the enemy gonna be on burning statue. So she's going to increase the skill damage of Arslan on burning targets, and Healer gonna heal depending the damage of Arslan. Do you guys see the connection? So Arslan gonna be doing more damage because of Scarlet, and more damage he do, more he's gonna heal with the Healer skill. So that's why this Legion is extremely strong because of this. Arslan gonna be a beast. He's gonna be doing tons of damage and healing tons. So that's why this Legion is extremely strong. So what we can say now about this list is that Infantry, of course, is, I think, one of the best types in the game in Sx16. So for long, Cavalry was dominating all the meta, but now actually Infantry is really good. So really, I recommend you guys to work a lot on your Infantry type in Sx16 because it's going to be really great to have this Legion and to boost your Infantry stats. Because, for example, my castle is of course not a top castle, it's just a decent castle. But it's really hard to burn my castle with my 5 Legions on it because I have 5 Dragon Gear, good heroes. But the only Legion who beat me all my Legions in one hit was Arslan Scarlet Healer. So of course with big castles, but when they attack with other Legions they can't really break me, but with this Legion they really can. So that's just an example to give you that this Legion is really strong and she's really dominating the meta generally. Of course she have counters, but she's gonna be really good. For example, Arslan Bleeding Steed and Healer gonna be good against Arslan Scarlet Healer. You're really gonna have good results against her, but it's not gonna make the Legion with Bleeding Steed to be considered better because against all the other Legions it's not gonna have a better result than with Scarlet. So really Arslan Scarlet Healer is the best Legion on Infantry 100%. So of course if you don't have Scarlet you can replace by Bleeding Steed, still gonna be good. If you don't have Healer, you can put Arslan, Bleeding Steed and Scarlet. It's gonna do a good job also, but it's not gonna be stronger. So what we can say about this list? So the list is pretty nice, except those Legions with Archer that I don't really understand the connection with them, and I don't have the hero, so it's hard for me to tell you the informations, guys. But what we can see is that of course you need Arslan to be good in Infantry. If you don't have Arslan, forget it. But we can see that one Legion for me is missing, and actually is my R5 Don, who plays it a lot, and also I saw other players playing it. It's Arslan, Hellfire and Healer. I don't really understand why this Legion is good, because I don't know, the connection is not, I don't see the connection with Hellfire, but it seems that they really have good results with it. And I don't know, I talked with this with other players. Some players really like this Legion, some not. Me, for example, I tried it. I didn't find it that strong, I don't know. But I know that other players play it and it's super strong for them and they love it. So I don't know, it's something to test. You guys should test and replace Scarlet by Hellfire. But when I play it, I didn't. It's not that it's bad, it's good. But for me, it's not better than Scarlet. But probably this Legion should be on the top 10. I guess it's missing. And I actually checked the list and it's not even on the list on Roe Handbook. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. So for the next video, we're gonna do the Mixed Legions one. So I see you soon and peace out.